Hello there! How annoying are silent letters in English words? What are they even doing there? 60% of English words have a silent letter. This video is all about English words with silent letters in them. When do you pronounce those letters and when don't you pronounce those letters? So, we're gonna teach you a few simple rules to help you pronounce English words correctly. The letter A can be silent, especially in words that end in A-L-L-Y. For example, romantically, romantically, musically, musically, logically, logically. So, cut the A out, get it off it. The letter B is always silent when it follows the letter M. Clam, clum, thumb, plum. So, the letter B is also silent when it is before the letter T. Subtle, dead, doubt. The letter C can cause a few problems because it is often silent when it is after the letter S. See in these common examples: muscle, scissor, fascinate, scene, scenario. The letter D can be silent too. For example, Wednesday, handsome, sandwich. I'm not pronouncing D in sandwich, but I'm just pronouncing the consonant N before it. Next, the letter D can be quite silent when it's before the letter G. Look at this example: knowledge, age, wit, hate. So, the letter D and the letter G can be combined together to produce the sound J. The letter E can often be silent when it is at the end of the word. Look at these examples: cruel, Tate, bake. But that the letter E at the end of the word, although it might be silent, it can affect the pronunciation of the vowel sound before it. Look at these examples: hop, hope, hit, height, slit, slide. It makes the vowel sound longer if the letter E is the final letter in the word, but it is only one sound. Then it needs to be pronounced like these examples: he, she, and we. The letter E can be silent at the end of past tense regular verbs, but it isn't always pronounced like wanted. So you can hear ED sound. Its sound is its own syllable, but a lot of time that letters isn't pronounced. For examples: looked, walked, prayed, cried.
G can also be silent too. For example, sign, champagne, design, foreign. All of these examples have a silent G. And the combination GH can also be silent when it comes after a vowel sound, like the word dough, high, light, daughter, right. Okay, next, the letter H is often silent when it follows a W like the word what, when, why, whistle. Sometimes it's not pronounced at the start of a word like honest and hour. And sometimes the letter H is not pronounced when it follows any of these three letters C, G, or R. Most of the time, CH is not pronounced sh, but on small occasions or rare occasions. For example, choir, echo, ghost, rhythm, and rhyme. Good news, I is not usually silent. It's usually pronounced, except in the word business. K is not pronounced when it comes before an N. For example, knife, no, knee, knock, not, knowledge. The letter M can be silent too, and it's quite common when you look at this list, because the letter L is quite difficult to pronounce in all of these words. So make it easier and then it's silent. For example, could, should, walk, talk, york, have, cup, salmon.
Okay, the letter M is usually pronounced, and so you don't have to worry about the letter M. And the next is letter N. The letter N is usually silent when it is next to the letter M. For example, autumn, hymn, and column. Okay, next, the letter P. The letter P can also be silent in the words like psychology, receipt, or cycle. And now, remember that the letter P can also be silent or it changes when it's next to the letter H or PH. Together can often mean the F sound, like in the example photograph and telephone. Next, the letter R is not silent in American English, but it can be in British English and Australian English. For example, the word butter. The letter R at the end of the word is not pronounced. Okay, next. The letter S can also be silent. For example, island, debris, and isle. And next, the letter T can also be silent, like in these examples, and there's quite a few. For example, listen, castle, Christmas, and whistle. Next, the letter U can also be silent. For example, guitar, guilty, tongue, and college. And is also not usually pronounced in adverbs like beautifully and wonderfully. The letter W is silent when it's at the start of a word before the letter R, like wrong, road, and wrist. And is also not pronounced in these common words. For example, who, whoever, whole, and sort.
This is all about the silent letter in English words. Thank you for watching this video. So, if you have got any questions and comments, just put them into the comment section under this video, so I can get back to you. Practice doesn't make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. Stay tuned. Bye bye.